Did you know that the Jamaican dollar once had a higher value than the US dollar? Yes, you heard it right. Back in the day, when the Jamaican dollar was just a young currency finding its feet in the world of finance, it was worth more than the US dollar. Imagine that, a time when one Jamaican dollar could fetch you more than one US dollar. It's a fact that might seem almost unbelievable today, considering the current exchange rate hovers around 155 Jamaican dollars to 1 US dollar, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Before we dive into the thick of things, let's take a moment to understand what we mean when we say a currency has value. You see, a currency's value isn't a fixed or static thing, it's a dynamic entity that fluctuates and changes, influenced by a myriad of factors such as economic stability, inflation rates, and the country's overall financial health. Sounds complicated? Well, it can be, but that's what makes it so intriguing. In the case of the Jamaican dollar, its value has seen quite the roller coaster ride. From standing tall at 0.77 to the US dollar, it's had a journey filled with ups, downs, and everything in between. And that journey, my friends, is a story worth telling. It's a tale that involves Spanish coins, British sterling, and even a decimal system introduced in the late 60s. It's a narrative that's seen the Jamaican dollar evolve from paper to coin and then back to paper again. And through it all, it's remained a key player in the global currency market, holding its own against the likes of the mighty US dollar and the British pound. Now, isn't that a fascinating start? So, how did we get from there to the current value of around $155 to US dollar 1? Let's delve into the rich history of the Jamaican dollar. Our journey starts in the 15th century with the Spanish colonization of Jamaica. As we trace the roots of the Jamaican dollar, we find ourselves transported back in time to the era of the Spanish colonization of Jamaica. This is where our story begins. The Spanish, pioneers of the New World, were the first to introduce their currency, the Spanish coins, into the island's economy. These coins, often minted from precious metals like gold and silver, quickly became the primary means of trade and commerce in the region. Picture this: bustling markets filled with a myriad of goods, from spices to textiles, all exchanged with a handful of these Spanish coins. These coins weren't just pieces of metal, they were a testament to the Spanish influence that had taken root in Jamaica. But as the wheel of time turned, change was on the horizon. In the 17th century, the British took over Jamaica, and with them, they brought a new currency. The British sterling coinage was introduced, replacing the Spanish coins. The sterling, also known as the pound sterling, was a currency that had its roots in medieval England and was now finding its place in the tropical island of Jamaica. The introduction of the British sterling marked a significant shift in Jamaica's economic landscape. It wasn't just a change in the coins that people held in their hands, but a change in the economic, social, and political fabric of the island. The sterling, much like the Spanish coins before it, became a symbol of the island's evolving identity, reflecting the changes in power and influence. As the sterling circulated through the Jamaican economy, it played a pivotal role in shaping the island's financial future. It laid the groundwork for the economic systems and practices that would continue to evolve in the centuries to come. It was during this period of British rule that Jamaica started to develop its own unique economic identity, setting the stage for the introduction of its own currency many years later. And so the story of the Jamaican dollar isn't just a tale of coins and banknotes, it's a story of cultural shifts and historical changes, of foreign influences and local adaptations. It's a narrative that's intricately woven into the country's rich tapestry, reflecting its diverse history and dynamic identity. So, from Spanish coins to British sterling, Jamaica's currency history is as diverse as its culture. Now, let's turn the pages of history to the 19th century when the Jamaican pound came into existence. This was a monumental shift in the financial landscape of this vibrant Caribbean island, one that would shape its economy for decades to come. The Jamaican pound, or quid as it was sometimes referred to, was introduced in the early 19th century. It was a fascinating era, a time when Jamaica was transitioning from a Spanish colony to a British one. The Jamaican pound became the official currency, replacing the Spanish coins that had been in use. The Jamaican pound was a direct reflection of its British counterpart, with an equivalence to the British pound sterling. This was a clear indication of Jamaica's colonial ties to Britain and the influence that the British had on the island's economy. The pound was divided into 20 shillings, each worth 12 pence. The denominations used were quite diverse, ranging from farthings, halfpennies, pennies, 3 pence, 6 pence, shillings, florins, half crowns, 10 shillings, and pounds. These coins bore the effigies of British monarchs, further emphasizing Jamaica's ties to the British Empire. Just imagine a time when you could walk into a shop and buy a loaf of bread for a few pennies, or pay for a horse ride with a shilling. It was a simpler time, yet a time of profound change. The Jamaican pound was more than just a currency, it was a symbol of the island's colonial past and a reflection of its economic evolution. Of course, the use of the Jamaican pound wasn't without its challenges. It was a time of economic instability and fluctuation. The value of the pound was dependent on the British economy, and this often led to economic uncertainty in Jamaica. There were periods of inflation and deflation, and the economy was often at the mercy of external forces. But through it all, the Jamaican pound remained the powerhouse of the island's economy. It was used to trade, to pay wages, and to build infrastructure. It was a currency that was deeply ingrained in the fabric of Jamaican society. And so, the Jamaican pound ruled the roost until the late 1960s. But change was on the horizon. As the winds of independence blew across the Caribbean, Jamaica began to contemplate the creation of a new currency, one that would reflect its unique identity and autonomy. This was the dawn of a new era, the era of the Jamaican dollar. But that's a story for our next scene. So stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating journey of Jamaica's currency. The 8th of September 1969 marked a pivotal point in Jamaica's monetary history. The Jamaican dollar was born. But it wasn't just a simple swap of currencies. This momentous year marked a significant shift from the traditional British sterling system to a decimal currency, a system where one Jamaican dollar was divided into 100 cents. Now you may be wondering, why the change? Well, the move to a decimal currency was part of a broader global trend during the mid-20th century. More and more countries were making the shift, and Jamaica was no exception. The new decimal system was simpler, easier to understand, and more efficient for calculations. It was a practical move that signified a break from the old and a step towards the modern. The transition wasn't just about the introduction of a new currency, though. It was a significant moment that symbolized Jamaica's growing independence and national identity. The birth of the Jamaican dollar was a powerful statement, a declaration that Jamaica was coming into its own on the global stage. At its inception, the Jamaican dollar held strong. Initially, its value was pegged at 77 Jamaican cents to $1. It was a time of relative stability and optimism in Jamaica's economic history. The Jamaican dollar, fresh and new, was ready to carve its path and make its mark. Alongside the birth of the Jamaican dollar came a range of coins and banknotes. The coin denominations included 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, and 50 cents, as well as banknotes ranging from $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, $500, and $1,000. The design of these notes and coins evolved over the years, reflecting Jamaica's vibrant culture and rich history. But the introduction of the Jamaican dollar wasn't just about economics or practicality. It was a symbol of national pride, a tangible representation of Jamaica's distinct identity. It was a currency that the people of Jamaica could call their own, a currency that spoke to their independence and their resilience. And so the Jamaican dollar began its journey, a journey marked by highs and lows, stability and inflation, challenges and victories. It was no longer just a matter of cents and dollars, it was about more than that. It was about a nation's ambition, its hope for a prosperous future, and its relentless pursuit of economic sovereignty. With the birth of the Jamaican dollar, a new chapter began in Jamaica's economic history. A chapter filled with promise and potential. A chapter that continues to be written with every transaction made with a Jamaican dollar. It's more than just currency, it's a symbol, a story, a testament to the spirit of Jamaica. From its birth in 1969, the Jamaican dollar has had quite a journey. Like a rubber ball tossed on a trampoline, it's been bouncing up and down, experiencing a roller coaster of highs and lows. Let's take a closer look at this intriguing journey. Imagine this. It's the early years post-inception, and the Jamaican dollar stands strong, with a value of about 77 cents to $1. But as the years roll by, this value starts to slip, inch by inch, year by year. The reasons? Well, they're as complex and multifaceted as the intricate design on a banknote. Factors such as inflation, economic policies, international trade, and even global events all play a part in this monetary ballet. Fast forward to today, and the Jamaican dollar paints a different picture. Hovering around 155 Jamaican dollars to $1, it's a far cry from its initial glory. But don't let that fool you into thinking it's a tale of decline. On the contrary, it's a story of resilience, of adapting to the ever-changing economic landscape. Let's not forget, currency is not just paper and metal, it's a reflection of a nation's economy, a mirror image of its financial health. The fluctuating value of the Jamaican dollar is a testament to the country's economic journey, shaped by both domestic and global influences. And while we're on the topic of change, let's also touch on the physical transformation of the Jamaican dollar. From the use of Spanish coins, to British sterling coinage, to the birth of the decimal currency, the Jamaican dollar has seen it all. Today, the coins in circulation range from $1 to $20, and banknotes from $50 to $5,000. From $0.77 to $1 to around $155 to $1, the journey of the Jamaican dollar is a testament to the dynamic nature of economies. And just like the vibrant culture of Jamaica, the story of its dollar is one of change, resilience, and adaptability. So, what does the Jamaican dollar look like today? Well, let's dive into the present-day scenario of this unique currency. The Jamaican dollar, often abbreviated as JMD, is a very tangible representation of the island nation's vibrant and diverse history. Its current form is a fascinating blend of old and new, with a variety of denominations in both coins and banknotes. Coins are the everyday heroes of the Jamaican currency system, doing the heavy lifting for those smaller transactions. The coins in circulation today come in denominations of $1, $5, $10, and $20. Yes, you heard that right. In Jamaica, even the humble coin can be a $10 superstar. Now let's talk about the bigger players, the banknotes. These paper tickets to commerce range from $50 all the way up to a whopping $5,000. Each one is a colorful work of art, filled with intricate designs that pay homage to the country's rich past and its hopeful future. But it's not all about the high rollers here. An interesting trend has emerged in recent years. Lower denominations, which were once the realm of banknotes, have been gradually replaced by coins. This shift is not just practical, reducing the wear and tear that paper money can suffer, but it's also a nod to the evolving economy of Jamaica, reflecting changes in the value and purchasing power of the Jamaican dollar. So there you have it. From the jingling coins in your pocket to the crisp banknotes in your wallet, each piece of Jamaican currency tells a story. It's a story of change and adaptation, of tradition and innovation. It's a story that continues to unfold every day with every transaction. And that's the Jamaican dollar as we know it today, a symbol of Jamaica's vibrant and diverse history. What a journey we've had, diving into the history of the Jamaican dollar. We've navigated through centuries, from the era of Spanish coins that once jingled in the pockets of sailors to the robust British sterling era. We've seen the rise and fall of the Jamaican pound, and we've witnessed the birth of the Jamaican dollar in 1969. We've traveled through time, observing the Jamaican dollar's fluctuating value from its early days of roughly 77 cents to a US dollar to around 155 Jamaican dollars to a US dollar in 2024. We've seen coins and banknotes evolve, with denominations ranging from 1 cent to $5,000, adapting to the needs of the times. Each shift, each change, is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of this island nation. So the next time you hold a Jamaican dollar, remember, you're not just holding a currency, you're holding a piece of history. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos.